Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine, dandy. Let's give it the usual text. This, that. There we go. Now friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for our next game, which should be, well, in theory, a nice simple game before we step onto another large one, because apparently we just can't stop ourselves. Right. So.
Which, I originally wanted to play, but the demo was like, no one needs Steam achievements.
This is legit my excuse. But either way, the next game we do wouldn't matter anyway, so does it change much? Anyway, right. So yeah, so in the sake of fairness, you're handling this nice and simple game. Yeah, swapped over. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The swapper. And no, we definitely didn't have any mouse issues or keyboard issues before we started this game.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's the first time I started on the new PC, but the non-PC just went fine, and I was like, how could you mess it up? It's like a simple 2D puzzle game.
I think it's a bit abandoned, if I had to assume, considering the fix is literally going into the Properties tab in Steam and enable the compatibility mode in the Betas tab, which I've never done before, so that's a real red flag right there.
That is true.
Like, the only other time I go into the Betas tab is like, oh, I didn't like this version that broke everything. Can I undo the update? Don't know. Okay, I'm seeing the title, The Swapper, and my brain is thinking, read that in the same way as the title, The Bouncer, is said.
I don't get the reference.
No, you wouldn't, which is totally understandable. It's a very niche Square Enix title that not many people played, but probably got interested in it because the art style is like, ooh, this looks like Kingdom Hearts, but it's not. I wonder what this is like. Oh, immense disappointment. But the title was neat because every time you booted up the game, you'd hear the title "The Bouncer" or something like that. Just the way that the guy said the title, "The Bouncer," in such this tone. So I'm seeing the swapper as like the swapper, the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's happened?
Well, it's your science fiction called opening where we escaped a research facility on a strange planet and have no real idea what's going on.
Yep, so our job is to figure shit out. Great.
Yeah.
Well, aesthetically, this looks unique. Oh, thank God there's subtitles. I got fed up with the last time we did a game that didn't have subtitles.
Yeah, I saw that after. It's like, okay, good.
It's got that annoying black box shit going on, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, and I think I actually really liked that. They actually modeled all the clay stuff and then they digitized it.
Oh, so this is okay. So this is one where they made the physical assets and digitized it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm always a fan of that as a concept. I'm trying to think of any other game that really did that as a mechanic. I mean, this is the complete opposite of what I was thinking. I thought the whole point of the swapper is that you'd be switching places. No, you're making clones.
Yeah, and then you can, and I think we get it quite soon.
Okay.
You can then switch places as well, so that you're the main one.
No, I'm already interested in the mechanic alone. It's basically, well, cloning, really, in a nutshell.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's no way to destroy the clones.
You can run into them, and you can also kill them.
That's not gonna work. Oh, okay, there's a bit of a buffer.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It's because it's like you step off of it, it'll crush it. And is there a limit to how far you can cast the...
No, it's just based on line of sight.
Okay, Great.
And also, you got your
Emancipation.
emancipation.
Emancipation
Yeah,
girl. Ooh, lore.
yeah.
Probably nothing that important right now.
Oh yeah, just like, oh, we installed a lot of security precautions for this thing because
Reasons.
reasons. Hmm.
That's the usual bullshit.
Yeah. So this is your map to take here. So
Ah,
this.
great. Show the elevator slow
So is
enough
it?
for the lock to play.
Wait, who did inject this just into space? Also, I think I'm going to do the lava.
Oh, no, I have to tweak because you tweaked it.
Sorry.
How dare you not be able to hear the game audio that we only just now set up?
Yeah.
Assuming you can spawn one as you jump?
Yeah. But I cannot swap myself into them yet, so in the point.
Okay, so if you have a clone out and then you, the playable character, dies, you don't swap to the other character.
No.
Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, now you can.
Yeah.
At this point, you, the player character, have probably officially died now because of this one little element.
Yep. And this guy was like, I just kill versions of myself all the time.
At this
And
point, you're no longer you.
yeah. Uh,
You need to plop a clone or do that. Whatever.
yeah, so blue light prevents me from creating them where the blue light is, but I can create it through it.
Ah, that's gonna be easy to get mixed up.
And
Like here.
then, yeah, red light means I cannot swap it.
So, if you've already swapped it, okay. So the red light stops you from swapping, but doesn't stop
Yeah,
you from controlling it.
exactly, yeah. Security up. I've been playing set for weeks. I cannot get clearance back to this. Let me out.
Can't. I want to see my husband as much as you do yours. Fuck you.
And then seconds.
Switch right there.
Yeah. Just about this in the moment. Oh,
Oh, right. I was gonna bring this up. So, with the whole cloning thing, and I'm pretty sure this guarantees that you are dead at this point. It reminded me of the concepts of teleportation with how it works.
oh yeah.
Because with how teleporting works, like if you're going to adapt it into reality, the reality being of your body being deatomized and reatomized, recollected, technically you just died from doing that.
Yeah.
Because you're erasing
And
yourself from existence.
that's not good. I it offline. Yeah. And this two hard to with implementation. On one hand, it's so cool and would be so convenient if we just have it. On the other hand, I'm not trusting this for I don't know how long because you literally just destroy yourself and hope that you get rebuilt. And there's actually a Star Trek episode where like one of the characters has a fear of teleportation, the beamers, and everybody's like looking at him, why are you so insane? They are perfectly safe, and just like, no, he has a really, really good point.
It's like in the Star Trek world, no one ever questions teleporters because they work all the time. Meanwhile, there's this
Yeah.
one guy actually looks into how they're working. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't want to go through this.
Yeah, it's like, do you not see how insane it is that we get killed and then reappear seconds later somewhere else?
Purest case of ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We need a faster turnaround done here. The last ship was supposed to go home 6 hours ago. Instead, you've got them shipping back more rock samples. They're tired. Please advise.
Yeah, work him harder. So you can send clones, but you can't manually control it.
Yeah, it's like they pretty much just do the exact same stuff that I do. And for other to pick stuff up, I have to be the one in there.
And conveniently, all the other clones have vanished.
Yeah.
I don't know why. When I was trying to set up the stream stuff, like the tiles and all that for the game, I keep blanking out the title, even when I was making the thumbnail. My brain was not registering the swapper. I was registering the mirror for some fucking reason. I have no idea why.
Huh.
Don't I,
Honestly, the mirror wouldn't be a bad idea
bad.
for a game.
Yeah,
Like, you could do something interesting with that.
I suppose. I don't have no idea what it would be about. Well, hello.
I couldn't disconcerting at all.
The rocks speak to us. So far, aesthetically, this does look really nice for an indie title. Probably does help, like you mentioned, that the stuff is sculpted and then digitized.
Yeah. But it also gives it this like uneasy feel as well, which I really like.
Yeah, because when you sculpt things, there are no straight lines. All imperfections really show.
Limits of language are the limits of knowledge. Our name was not their knowledge. They thought of us as watchers.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't really grab stuff.
You have to put the cursor on the. Oh, okay.
No, it's like I press E with my right index finger, left index finger, and it's like, wait, how do I turn around?
How do I move?
Yeah. I have to go through quarantine.
And now looking at it, there's any of the straight lines you're seeing are not really straight, which is a very creative choice.
I can make you run there.
Orb.
The chief of quarantine understands the pressure this puts under, but stresses that these. I was better reading today. This is that these, for examples, are of unparalleled scientific interest. As such, we must request that you continue to provide us sample teleport over personnel.
If I have to defend on this, well, for your sake, the text is on a very bad placement of font and background, so understandable the misreading happening.
Okay. I am just tired today because you mentioned Tilda's match yesterday, and
I want to try the other. Still pull the cube. But now you're in the way. Oh, so you just stand against them, they disappear.
yeah.
Interesting. I'm really questioning how this cloning thing works. So no two clones can touch each other.
I think clones are fine, it's just that you, like, once you go into them, they merge with yourself again.
Okay. Reminded of this stupid meme that was it's a Sonic one as well, surprisingly. Yay. There's an out of it's not really an out. It's a repurposed context comic panel from, I think it was from Sonic the Comic, feature Robotnik anyway. The joke being is like, I'm clone. Now neither of us can be virgins. I don't get it either. It's like it's a funny internet meme. It's whatever. Yeah. I think of every time I see two clones.
Like there's multiple versions that how this could have been meant, and all of them are pleasant.
It's an edited meme. There's no way the original panel said that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's the limit of thought. The limit of thought is the chain of ears like me. I cannot speak if they cannot listen.
I have no mouth, and yet I must speak.
Yep. What is fair? How is fair? Das fair tick. We know only the minds in our chain. We choose the chain in a dimension we do not know. Yeah. Really glad we brought all these rocks up here.
Yeah, it's like, does anyone get annoyed about all this shit from these rocks? So does your map have like a goal pointer, or is it purely Metroidvania-esque?
Uh,
If you can bring up map,
I think you bring it up all the time.
just hold Q.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, so you pretty much have places you haven't been, where orbs are, and how many you need for stuff.
But it doesn't tell you what your current objective is, or at least the general direction of it. I liked how in I think Metroid Dread, but mainly Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission, they would tell you on the map the general area where you're supposed to go, but it doesn't tell you how to get there. That kind of setup I always liked. It's just like, okay, I know where
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be going, but don't ask me how I'm supposed to get there. I'll figure it out when I get
yeah.
there.
And
I
it's
think
not
it
really
does.
Metroidvania, it's just
I think it does actually. Bring up the map again. The green
uh,
arrow on the right. Oh no, that just tells you where the
I
door is from that area.
think it's to the next doors, yeah. But it's pretty much like, okay, go to the next console line.
Okay, more accurate. I think it's just there to indicate the green doors are doors you haven't opened and walked through
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
your guide quote.
Am I the only one that believes in the other dimension? I call it space. One moves through space. Yes. How? I mean, it's a box, so moving through space is a new concept.
I'm just now thinking these rocks is the damn Velociraptor meme.
That's really not a bit of a thought. Right.
Think fast.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you.
it actually slows down once you do it, so I should make use of that.
Also the fact that that, but I was more referring to the fact of actually, how do you swap to up there? Ah, just put a person through that hole.
Oh,
Or
just
do that.
right.
You could do that. Proceeds to die. I think you're supposed to send a man through the hole at the bottom so that you teleport safely. Oh no, he's fine. Assuming you can only swap if you can see him.
Yeah. You pretty much need an set for everything. And I just like the movement method of you just move by killing yourself.
Some story reason behind all this. I think you need to make a clone and basically try to buffer as much as you can in the air once you press the button. You need to be pressing the button, send a clone out, and buffer as much as you can until the door opens. Probably.
But it honestly kills me.
You don't have to go below the blue, you just need above it.
Oh yeah.
And just do that until the door opens.
Yeah,
I wasted one there.
I mean, the good thing is to die, and when they die, I get them back anyways.
Oh, okay, so just keep doing that. Something very, very wrong about this.
Yeah. This is part of the reason why I kind of just like the concept of this game. Is like, it's just really, really messed up.
Very absurd at the same time. Just need to wait. It's technically, if you set it up right, you can't, in theory, run out when you fall.
come on, let me.
Like, if you set it up right, you could probably travel a lot of long distances if you got the
Yeah.
room set up right. You can even nullify falling to your death by spawning a clone as you land.
Yeah.
This is very messed up. I'm finding it hilarious. I can see it now as like a black comedy that utilizes this concept.
Oh, yeah. Essential supplies. Food, 4 tons. 197 days at full crew complete. Water. 3,000 liter emergency fluids in storage. 10,000 liters in recirculation. Miscellaneous missions equipment. 201 items registered. Spare parts. 5,967 items registered. Sinus samples and finds. 432 items registered.
And for some reason, this weird shaped egg.
I have enough already. No,
You could probably buffer your way up there.
The only thing is that like there's no button press. I have to remember to let go to spawn a clone, and that somehow messes up how I do buttons, and it's like,
Maybe this was built with the controller in mind rather than a mouse, even though mouse works
maybe.
perfectly fine here.
Yeah.
Or, hear me out, you change your button shortcuts.
Two areas of the station remain habitable. The cargo bay in Sector 1 has everything we need. Food and water, greenhouse access, but it may not be safe for long. No one knows what's causing this. Then cook.
Alright, just curious, because I can't remember. Do you have like a regular mouse or a, quote, gamer mouse?
I have a quote gamer mouse.
Is it all filled with RGB lights and useless crap?
Not extremely, like there's one pulsating, but
Okay, but is there a button on it that's dedicated purely to just changing the color?
no, actually not.
You've lucked out. On my current mouse, I'm gonna get a new one soon. My current one, there are these two buttons that are behind the mouse wheel or in front, depending on your orientation. Either way, next to the mouse wheel. The two buttons are specifically dedicated purely to just changing the color of the mouse. I could use those two buttons for a different function that isn't wasted on changing the color of the mouse, but I can't do that. That's fucking stupid. What's special about the pink one?
When it's violet, then I feel like you can figure out what this is.
No, it destroys clones as you go in.
Wait, does it? Fuck. Because I knew it's just like that I cannot create or swap through them. But does it?
I think you can't send a clone in there, but you can send you in there. So if you stand in there and then spawn a clone outside of the field, which your field of view definitely reach. So try spawn one.
Okay, yeah.
This is a pink one. This is different. Now you can swap to him and the other you.
I cannot swap, god damn it. Okay. I think this it doesn't have the
There's a reason why that emancipation grill is there.
yeah. So I can create one outside. I cannot swap it, which doesn't really get me much. If I go in this no.
One can exist.
It doesn't die. Oh, I feel like I probably hit the
Emancipation grill. Yeah.
All the
And
time.
you're just bumping into yourself.
Yeah.
Orb. Because you need to collect enough of these to open up that main thing we saw earlier.
Yeah, exactly. And if I remember correctly, when the last time I played it, which again has been a bit. Eventually, you need all of them anyways, so I'm just going to do them as I go along.
Oh, it's like I don't actually know how the tile's pronounced. It's the one game that has like was it 7 V's in it? So it's literally V V V V V V V. It's an infamous. Well, I wouldn't say infamous. It's a well-known indie game for being quite challenging but fair at the same time. The whole point of the
Okay.
mechanic is that you have just one button. You can move. But you have one button, and it changes the direction of the gravity of up or down. Take your pick.
Huh.
it it's a very modern retro game. This was definitely during the era of Xbox Live Arcade.
That does sound interesting.
Surprised you never heard of it, or else wouldn't shut up about it.
Who put it there? I mean, that's just a hazard. Why does the other mind scream inside?
I think that's a you problem, buddy.
Uh,
I was gonna say that looks one way. I'm not sure you should go this way yet.
Does not look me out.
And then the next tape, inhospitable screams. That should have been an instant death trap just by walking past that. I've played too many games where they are cruel for no good reason.
Yeah.
More I look at this, just color and aesthetic wise, it's reminding me a lot of Dead Space. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
I can see the parallels, yeah.
I really should give
Let's
the
see.
I really should give the remake of Dead Space a go, considering how much effort they put behind it. Like, it is an immensely faithful remake. Um, that's the thing. That's my problem with it. It's so faithful. I question, well, why do I play it if I could just play the original game?
Does it has slightly better graphics?
Well, yeah, that, and I would say slightly. Like, it is so much better graphically than the previous one. And the major difference is that they actually changed the script. The same story beats happen, but they changed. One element is that the main character Isaac now talks in this game. Because in the first game he was pretty mute, but in the sequels he did end up talking. But I wonder if they actually acknowledged that in the sequels or not. Um, yeah, in the remake they made him talk, which means that they changed how the story works. Because in the original script, all the other characters talked for Isaac whenever anything was needed.
Yeah.
But now that he talks, he now actually has to have a character in the first game, which changes everything.
And it's honestly probably not a bad change, right?
No, it's a good change. I approve of it. It makes total sense because really, when all this shit was going on, like like the main game has a character goal and all that, but the problem with him being mute is that he's never really expressing himself besides the usual grunt or sound of pain. That's literally it. But with the remake, now he's actually able to express himself and his feelings and what emotional trauma he's going through in the first game.
That's from
Still need there. Right back. I should
yeah.
turn off the when I
You
just
could just
did for
get
yourself.
some people for it. Oh, I
You
don't
needed
know
all. You needed all of them.
It's like I don't need all of them because that's the one I don't need. That was my thinking.
No.
So,
There. Now you can.
yeah, but I'm one.
It
Oh,
won't. It won't matter once you're up there. It won't matter. So go back. So I'm assuming if you try to spawn another clone, the most recent one will be gone.
no, you're limited. So you have to kill off one to get one back, and that's where I got stuck. So I thought I could just
Step
kill all of them. But
back. Gap there.
yes, I need those
Just,
two.
just step back. See what happens. Not all of them. Just.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you need one to step back to fall from the pit, and the one up there will land on that button instead. That way you can still do shit.
I don't need to. Oh, I mean, I do need to in the beginning.
Just make another U in front of that other button. Ah, that's probably why that needs to. Yep, that works. So pop a U up there. Go up to him if you can. Step back. The other U on the left will step on the other button. One up there will fall and whatever. Going.
It's probably missed that one. That one has to be part of it.
Is it?
No, wait. Does it have to be? Might be just overthinking it.
Making this way more complicated than it actually is.
Yeah, yeah. I absolutely am. Because like no, I cannot swap for it. Okay. At the distance is one of the things.
So you don't need the button up there ever. Once you're past on the left, you don't need the guy up there.
Not.
No, because it only turns on the light of there, which isn't going to be relevant for getting to the button sphere up there.
Yeah, yeah. I totally saw this wrong. I'm an idiot. Okay. Who's going to stump it all of this eventually?
So the light that the guy in the pits is next to, you probably need, but the one at the top, you don't need.
Yeah, so I can pretty much just kill all of them here.
But now you can't.
Then
You can't do this until actually.
yeah,
So,
I completely overthought this. Yeah. Thanks. I totally missed. I thought those two were the ones I need for up there. No. Okay. Red point is me.
whereas they didn't just make it an arrow. Should be one here, right above you. And you're walking right past it.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that I'm
Just
better
like
at maps than you are for this type of shit?
You probably made more Metroidvanias than me.
Yes, and
I'll do it.
you can plop a guy up there, but you can't swap to him. Still control him to maybe jump across? Or pull a cube. Cube is good.
Yeah.
You move it faster if both of you are on both sides. Ah, you need to put the cube over there. So
okay, no, that actually works.
that's fine. So, can the other guy grab something if you're not controlling it?
Yeah, they mimic what you do.
Okay, so you don't need to swap to him then. I mean, you can, but
yeah, to a theory. But I like the main guy being the one that does stuff.
Until the cube gets in the way. Someone was considered to add some nice ambient piano in the background. And it's gone. Oh, this is a terrible elevator system.
I think no, this probably isn't just.
It's probably the
Yeah, it's like the teleporter.
The words. So I'm spacing out terribly right now. Cargo, that's it. It's probably transport for cargo.
Yeah, yeah.
You have a window. Fall from there. Could you utilize that? Probably.
I feel like if I just.
You could probably buffer. Oh, where'd the other guy go?
Oh, teleporting kills them. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I think you have like place a guy there, place another guy on the inside, then use the buffer for. So place another guy inside the sphere thing. So you have a guy to swap to. When the guy on the top falls, you might have a buffer window or something like that to swap between the two when he falls. Maybe
I'm
too
standing
elaborate.
in the right thing as well. That's
So now my question is, okay, if there's a guy who's in the non-red area, does that stop you from swapping? Because you wouldn't need right. No, that wouldn't
I
work.
cannot.
No, that's not going to work because you wouldn't need to do that because if you were allowed to do that, you just swap to the guys in the middle thing. You could. You don't technically have to.
Wait. Oh, I'm.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Stand
I'm
a
just.
guy and then go back. Sorry, it's a new method here we're not very familiar
Yeah.
with.
And Gabba, like, is like. Mechanics are like. Pretty much teach you the mechanics straight away. And they aren't comics, but like. There are nice ways to combine them. And it's just about, oh, I'm being an idiot. That's why I can't figure it out.
That or you're playing a Lego game because that's just insulting.
Yeah, it's about it.
I'm glad I'm not alone on this shit. The amount of times I get stuck because of Lego design bullshittery. It's like, what the fuck do I do next? That's pretty fucking obvious. Yeah, when you look up a guide.
Yeah, some of them are really, really mean.
At times I get stumped for no good reason. It's like, it's a Lego game. Why is it so hard? It shouldn't be. What's that dropping? Is that the weapon that is dropping from them?
I think it is. Yeah. Which is true, you also copied the thing and all the equipment.
The equipment goes away after a second. Not picture it now. Several hours later, there are thousands upon thousands of these guns.
Oh, I can jump. And I cannot move while I jump.
Can you not?
So,
What? You can't move when you're in these beam things?
no, because then the other guy fell off, but I think I have figured out what I need to do.
Need both of them? Right.
It's like, there's also like, at the beginning you have like a lot of people because they don't make use of all of them, and then later it's like, how do I use really every single one of them? Just feel like if only I had one more person. Hey 7, wake up tired. Recall an image of a balloon. Distracted by radio. Day 8. Think about my 13th birthday. The clown turned into a horse. That doesn't sound good. Day 9.
That's
Didn't
dream
sleep.
logic.
Day 10. My birthday again. This time the clown turned into some kind of stone statue. An angel, if you will. Day 11. Think the lasers will down at the evacuation site was trying to talk me into doing something I didn't want to do.
Okay, now it sounds like Dead Space.
Yeah.
I really should try doing the whole dream diary thing because the whole appeal of doing that is that you actually write down the dreams you have. You're actually encouraging your brain to remember and actually remember and recognize elements of dreams. Get REM sleep, or, lucid dreaming. That's legit the method of how people get lucid dreaming. Literally writing it down and just once the more you do it, the more your brain's going to recognize elements of what is a dream, and be like, "Oh, this is a dream. Neat. Let's have control of this shit." Yeah, I don't. I really should give it a go because what have I got to lose? Because sometimes it'd be like, I have some baffling dreams, and sometimes nothing happens. Just I don't know.
Yeah,
Dreams are an interesting topic.
absolutely. Yeah, it's like this. Like, usually remember them the best when it's like I woke up for a bit and then went back to sleep and then I start dreaming again and then I wake up. Then it's like where they sometimes quite clear for the first few minutes and then they're just completely gone again.
Yeah, sounds about right. It's weird. I do remember like distinct dreams when I was a kid, which says a lot. But those dreams I know were lucid dreams, but I wasn't aware of being in control at the time. I just let the shit go. But it was vivid. The shit I could actually see stuff, color and shapes and all that. And those dreams are still with me to this day. I don't have them anymore, but the memories of them have stuck with me. So that says a lot.
Yeah. And then it seems like you're quite good at this already.
Well, not anymore. That's the downside. Kid me figured it out, but adult me never capitalize it.
Yeah.
um,
That's how it usually goes, isn't it?
yeah. So one environment, because I don't remember the specifics, mind you. It's locations that I memorize. One environment I remember, and this is probably my brain just adapting the environment. Yeah, dreams are usually inspired from the things you've encountered in your life or experienced or whatever the things you're heavily focusing on. I remember distinctly in this dream that I was in I'd label it as a barn environment, but it's not really. That's the thing. It's more like a wooden environment, wooden planks everywhere, pretty much, but well lit. This environment was definitely inspired from the Earthworm Jim 3D title on the N64. Not a great game, by the way. just telling you the inspiration of the dream that young me had. It was inspired by the first level of that, which was a barn environment. So there's the inspiration for that. I remember going up this slant, this hill pretty much, and at the very top of it was an onyx from Pokemon. And I do not know why. I don't see the
Yeah.
correlation whatsoever. But I remember seeing it there. I don't think I ever talked to her or anything. And that's as far as the details go. Because usually in these dreams, they're very short lived. And by the time you realize what's going on, bam, you're awake.
Yeah. But that's actually kind of the good news in that season. But yeah, it's like that's how dreams work. It's like, okay, there's this thing that I think speaks to my life right now, and then this thing. Let's just combine them and figure out if it makes sense later.
Mm-hmm. That's how dreams work.
Other mind pollutes our chain. Is it truly able to end itself?
Oh boy, the trash
Uh,
compactor.
Nothing bad ever happened to one of those.
Oh
Blackbox
boy.
download. Collision with unknown vessel detected. Blackbox data downloaded. 90 minutes ago, entering scanning range of research station PCS. Station status. Derelic. 87 minutes ago, 2 life signs detected. 80 minutes ago, solar interference. 79 minutes ago, system reboot. 78 minutes ago, warning, collision course. 77 minutes ago, massive system damage.
Oops.
70 minutes ago, main airlock opened. 6 minutes ago, system diagnostic test activated. Result, 341 critical fails.
It's always when the solar flare happens when things go to shit.
Yeah,
Weren't
I,
we, Oh, well.
uh,
You've seen what's left of the ship. I suppose you had to see for yourself. I suppose watching a mind unravel into bare matter is cathartic. I suppose. Who is this I doing all the supposing? Is it still
you're
you?
not doing well either, right?
There's only one way to be sure. I just don't know if they'll let me take it.
This flickering is, not friendly to one's eyes. Off screen
Uh,
censoring!
Yay. Uh,
um,
but the other topic and then stuff.
oh, yeah. Um, I was gonna mention the solar flare thing. Weren't we
Oh
supposed to
yeah, solar
have
flare.
one the other day? Did that affect you by any chance?
No, there was one also like a couple months ago, and it was kind of where we could actually see like Aurora Borealis even in Austria, and
I missed it.
somebody took a picture of our church flag in the back. I was like, oh wow, that actually looked really nice. But I
You didn't
looked for a
see
bit,
it.
yeah. But I think you pretty much have to stay the entire night out and just hope that you get lucky.
The problem is I'm pretty sure I did check when it was supposed to happen. Guess what? Clouds.
Yeah, that too. What happened? But yeah, honestly, that and the total eclipse, which there will be one in Spain 2026, and I really want to go.
I'm not going to be in Spain. Maybe. I don't know.
If you want to join, absolutely.
But you better bring me with you, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Because I think the only other time realistically I'm going to be quote traveling is for my brother's wedding, but this is far in the future. We don't know exactly when it's happening, but he's planning it, so that's something.
Where is he? Is he not in England then?
That's the thing. We don't know what kind of wedding he's really planning, so we're not really sure. Knowing him, he might go abroad.
Okay, yeah.
He likes to travel a lot, so.
Yeah. Other mind seeks our head. Why? We are all of a chain. Our weaknesses are shared.
There you are. Couldn't leave you for dead now, could we? Take the transport beam up to research. Get a move on. I'll give you the orientation on the way.
Yep, suddenly being a lot more helpful than previously.
A lot more chipper out of nowhere. Oh, the gravity's off. Yay!
Yeah.
This is Dead Space.
Oh,
I'll give okay. I gotta give Dead Space. They did zero G very well. Like, it's probably the best control I've ever seen for doing zero gravity mechanics.
Does it come with the frightening sensation of if you do this wrong, you just drift off in the void?
Kinda.
Okay.
Usually, what happens when zero G stuff happens is that you normally there's like an oxygen tank time limit. You can't upgrade it, so the time limit's a lot more forgiving. But no, because usually what happens is once you're in zero G, you actually have thrusters on your legs and back, whatever, so you can orient yourself as much as you want. And you also have mag boots that just lock onto any wall nearby, so that's great.
Okay.
But the fact is that zero G works so well, and it's not actually that disorienting, which is baffling considering you can just attach to any wall surface. I have to acknowledge that at the time, yeah, the zero G in Dead Space is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah. Like, I think the closest I got, like, this the one bit in Mass Effect 3 where you enter through the magnetic tunnel.
Uh, if I remember how that works, that's literally the map moving around you, not you, which is oh.
I'm not surprised that they cheated, but it is a cool sequence.
That's a very cool visual. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's like, oh yeah, right, Mass Effect, sci-fi, space. There's barely anything where you're actually in space.
Yeah.
I think
Except the start of 2.
Yeah, it's like the start of 2 and the one sequence in 3. That's it.
There was a time long ago when the chain was full and fruitful. Then the minds like yours joined. The rest fell silent.
Okay, this one's special. Where's the button? So you got a little window to make a man there, but I think it's mixed with the other lights. Can you, yeah, up there? Oh, that works. Then move back.
Yeah.
Gotta utilize all the space you're possibly given, really.
Yeah.
Still rocks though, man.
Okay, this is the quick serving system.
I get the feeling that they're less thoughts and more just messages. I mean, all I'm thinking right now is the Prothean beacons. You should probably do the one on the right first.
Yeah. I can't.
Ah. Of course you can't. It's never that simple. You can make another guy back there before you... suppose.
Yeah. So, okay.
Okay, do the one on the left first. Then you have the walking space to deal with it.
Like this. Then the one on the left will fall down.
No, that's fine. So where you're standing, put a guy on the very far right, next to the Emancipation Grill. And switch to him and then move left. You have a guy at the left ready when you move back.
Ah. Yeah.
Should line up.
Thanks. Neat.
I'm cheating, I shouldn't be helping this much.
That's not cheating. We do this things together. Yes, desert, uninhabitable. Abundant natural mineral deposits. Space station Theseus in orbit since 2001 years. Wow.
201 years.
Yeah, sorry. I can't do numbers either today.
No, I'm just
That's
equally as bad. I mix up millions and billions easy.
Okay, that even throws me off more as a German because you have like millions and then billions. In German we have Million, which are billions, and Milliarden, which are billions.
Oh god.
But then above Milliarden we have Billionen, which is the step above billions in English. And then you have Billiarden, and then there's something above that, but who needs that?
Glad to know no one shared notes, even though Latin
Yeah.
had a word with that.
Notable discoveries include a more durable steel
Amalgam.
amalgam, thanks, and an alien life form similar to an Earth silkworm. Primary research in recent years has been focused on what have come to be the Watchers, highly complex rock formations of unknown origin. Analysis of samples on board pieces have revealed unusual electrochemical activity within the structures, which may suggest something resembling rudimentary intelligence.
I'm questioning the whole intelligence thing, because so far these rocks have all had that one message. So, unless a log says otherwise, that these rocks actually say something else at some point.
I think they actually changed it at some point in the game.
Okay. But you need to go left or
I
right.
think it just probably
Press the button. And go to the left. No, because then you can't. But
and you can go up.
sweet spot.
Oh, I
Can't-
think because
It can't fit through the... Oh, for fuck's sake. The beam of light isn't thin enough. Step back a bit. Can you... Hang on, can you cheat a bit and just, like, have the guy fall and then maybe line it up?
Do you mean?
So if you just point directly up, have the guy spawn at the maximum height, whatever, fall, and then see if the beam of light will fit through the hole from far back, maybe?
I don't think so because like it's getting bigger the longer I do it.
Oh, I thought it gets thinner the further away you're pointing it.
Still don't have enough space.
It's like barely. Managed to kill yourself. Fantastic.
Hey, that's progress in this game. So I can go up here with just one.
I guess you're supposed to go to the other side once you're on the button.
Yeah, probably because then I can just like
Nope.
come on. So
Now you swap to the guy on the
okay. So now I have
swap to the guy on the
Hmm.
floor. Carefully. Someone. Anyone.
Wait, can I not just jump down here? Yeah. Like that shouldn't kill me, should it?
Wait, don't. Not swap.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. This probably this time.
Did you just jump it? Or do you have like a really, really crap short hop?
I mean that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I
guy on
probably could
the guy on
jump
the button, you could probably just jump it.
That's me this time.
Do you need to do that?
Just okay. It didn't. Maybe I actually did need that.
You can. No, you're fine. Because
Yeah.
you could still kill the guy and get an extra spare.
Yeah, it's like you probably could still figure out how to kill somebody, but or kill myself again.
Oh, what's the. Just now reminded me of a different game. Not the same cloning mechanics, but had, kind of time travel mechanics. It was more of a reversing mechanic. I think it was made by. Well, it was made around the same time as Bastion. I don't remember the name of the game, which is the problem. But yeah, it was around the same
Was it?
time of popularity of Bastion.
It wasn't insisted then.
No, no, it was 2D, very artistic style. It features like a very stubby man in a smart suit, basically. I can't remember the title of the game. I probably can't even
What
look it
is
up, which is the
fun?
problem.
I
Actually,
think
I
I
can't.
know. It must have rules. We may not see the Luna, but we surely know the the cause of the floods. Some of us have gone crazy. Everything there is thought. Sorry, I'm so kind of not stupid.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to look up a thing by doing a very stupid method of finding out the title of a thing by going through
Yeah.
reviewers' videos. Let's see.
This morning, the last senior crew member disengaged the lockdown on the high security labs and relocated us all here. The labs are well shielded and the doors are sealed tight. Emmy's hoping we have not been followed here, by whatever it is that is killing us.
Okay,
Sorry.
the title of the game I was thinking of was called Braid.
I feel like I heard it before, but I haven't actually looked at it. Was
The-
it good?
I mean, it must have been because this is during the same era of, like I mentioned earlier, the Xbox Live Gold games era, Xbox Arcade. A lot of indie games got a lot of acknowledgement during that era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was good. Again, another one of those titles I didn't play. Like all these Xbox Live Arcade games got so much praise and approval, and the only one I played during that era was Dust because reasons. But Dust was good, so shut up.
Dusk was good, yeah. Still hoping for a sequel. Okay.
One day. Do you want me to do this or?
No, I just don't finish the conversation first. Casualties. Albert Petrovic and Diana Moss. Ranking crew members statement. Petrovic and Moss volunteered to take part in the first test engagement of the swapping corps between individual crew members. The procedure was conducted safely, however both crew members immediately reported extensive memory loss, meaning it has been impossible to verify whether a swap actually took place or not.
God.
With a little more time, we believe we can correct for the memory loss and complete the experiment successfully. Commander's assessment. A complete ban on all testing of the swapper device between individual crew members is to take effect immediately. Unless then your safety record for use of the device between clone suspects remains untarnished. Consider yourself fortunate that this avenue of research remains open to you.
Okay, appreciate they acknowledge the cloning is very messed up.
Yeah. Oh, this is legit just to give me one less clone.
I mean, no. Hmm. That works. Still see the other guy on the floor if you want.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got multiples because of how complex it was.
Yeah, at some point they just give you more orbs. And I don't fully understand why they do this because it doesn't really matter except you feel better, I guess, because you get more now.
No, I think it's just better rewards for more difficult puzzles. It makes sense to me. So you can't take a fall for shit.
And real questions, can you in real life, like, it's like, this is like 180 meters, like, height per person, like, we are kind of small.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to defend myself here, but I'm thinking of very shit excuses like, what's the gravity of the planet like?
And it probably is offline because we are on the space station.
He says as he pushes what looks like a very heavy block easily.
Oh. Interesting.
You can grab him the clone, which does change how the puzzle works. Probably means you need one up there and one down here to move shit around, so... I love that he chose to give it ragdoll physics.
Yeah. But that's like a 6-meter drop, so it's like, yeah.
That's a bit more than 6 meters. Well, maybe.
Yeah, a bit more, but like,
my meters and feet measurements are off.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, true. Like, how much do you use meters? Like,
me personally, I'm abysmal about it because I always mix up my measurements between global and American. The body's in the way. For height, I use feet, but for weight, I use pounds. So, fuck me. I can't translate any measurement. Don't ever ask me. It will never work.
yeah, which I feel like translating them is also for me. Like, the thing is that thanks to, and I'm just going to do this even if it's
it works.
Inefficient. Thanks to D&D, like, feet makes sense to me in D&D, but in real life it's just like, I don't know.
Well, in D&D, their feet is literally just a foot is one square, so there's not much to translate there. I.e., how we're controlling
doesn't make me
the
feel better
clones.
about this. Software research interest. Discovering what the software did was easy. Our new research priority is to work out. I believe that it is synthesizing some part of the Watcher's telepathic communication. somehow it's able to relocate raw consciousness while leaving the physical body intact. To understand the device and perhaps consciousness itself, we must understand the watchers, the Chinese.
Okay, so just making sure. Is the device they're using here something they found, or did they make it?
I thought that they made it after they encountered the watchers, but now I'm actually not entirely sure.
The goal here is to escort a guy up to swap, basically. Put a guy there now. Swap to him. Back.
Yeah.
I appreciate they added a sound effect when the guy touches the floor.
How long has it been like this? And not like the Great Chain before.
Oh, so these are marked out on the map as well, then?
Yeah.
There was a green question mark there earlier.
Yeah, that's the works and memory terminals.
I should have asked this. Is there a completion percentage on this thing, or? It's probably there when you beat the game or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. But it's also quite linear, so it's not that hard to miss something. Also, it's kind of hard to miss something.
Wait, no, that's not how that works. I gotta keep reminding myself that you can't swap with the red light on anything, right?
Yeah, no.
Step
Okay,
off.
how do I not drop you now? I know.
It wouldn't matter. You can't swap up there anyway.
Yeah.
Well, a step off. Let me see the window.
Okay, that absolutely isn't wrong. Oh. Okay, I see. I need to get this down because when I do it, then it will
Okay.
stay. So, which now means I need to figure out how to
Well, you can
get
utilize.
this one off.
Okay. Well, you can. What happens when you step off? You see the window. That's a big enough one to swap to, I suppose. I think the idea is you need to escort a guy floor, push the cube whilst you're sitting there on the button.
No, it can't be on the button and it.
As long as you're standing there.
So I.
Ooh. Push right.
But that's the thing. I cannot have one guy up here. So I guess I just do the swap myself back way. So just down here.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can do that. You have enough guys. He's got a tiny bit of red. You.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, whatever.
Just get a bit more precise, maybe.
Which is why you're using a mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. Just had a stupid thought. So I've had this mod in Gmod that basically amplifies the sound and crunch of when ragdolls collide on anything on the ground, and it makes it so satisfying. When ragdolls just flop to the ground, it just sounds like you're breaking bones, and it just makes it, for some reason, makes it more hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just does. It's one thing to have funny ragdoll, it's another to have funny sound to go along with it. The sounds sell. Anyway.
There's still a lot left. But
It's clearable enough.
Yeah.
I'm wondering like how easy it is to swap the sound effects for the ragdolls to just put in the Gmod ones in.
Probably not that I can imagine this game is too complexly.
It's probably using Unity or something like that.
Attention. Access to metaphysics via sample containment is restricted to qualified empiricists.
In English.
Okay. It's the one where you just teleport. Yeah.
There's a sequence in Kirby that does this.
I've been changed, as if the other minds like yours had a will that could cut for my own.
But does this show up on the map, or is like blind?
It does show up, yeah.
But it doesn't say what it's linked to. Yay!
I think this is the one.
It does tell you which ones you have gone through, though. That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
That means it's only good for the first time around.
Some watcher specimens are millions of years old. It's fair to assume a high level of intellectual development. If they're telepathic as well, I think Force, indigenous species, may be the universe's oldest, most powerful quantum computer. Only we knew the programming language.
Oh, so each watcher is like one bit of memory then. Literally, we're just finding pieces of RAM.
Yeah.
You should see how big an original byte used to be in the olden days.
Yeah, imagine just like I still know the cards they actually had to puncture stuff through.
Oh no, I'm talking like the electronic equivalent of a 0 and a 1.
Other minds here were always turning, the thought of the world, a little as we do. And now we're in the first room again. I remember this one. I think at some point stopped me so bad, and it actually
There's layers with this one.
shouldn't have been that difficult, but for some reason it wasn't.
It's the placement of the top and bottom buttons, isn't it? Just need to buffer enough, basically.
Yeah, I think that literally this was the solution to it.
Another one, that should be enough.
But, oh no, I think was it the other?
Might be the other way around.
The way that no, I couldn't just wait. And that was pretty much about just doing that.
Yeah. Do one more. And then send another guy at the top. Yeah. Go on.
Oh yeah, I know. The whole solution was no wait.
You just ruined it.
Wait, why can I not?
Because the clones are still there. They're all stacked.
Oh yeah.
So get over there and remove them.
Right.
Okay, just for the time being, leave one clone up there and then figure out what you can do with the limited set you have. Hang on, can't you... No, it's the... Right, when you're in the pink field, are you allowed to spawn a clone outside of the pink area? Just need to know the rules of how this one works, because I'm still a bit confused with it. Yes, you can. Okay, that changes how you do it in the setup.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot spawn it in there. I cannot spawn it outside.
Outside of it, the red ones stop you from switching. Well, that changes your method entirely.
Okay, but how do we get out now?
Well, get out. I don't think you're meant to be on the lower platform. I think you're supposed to be on the slightly higher one. Spawn one outside. That's fine.
I can't stop.
You
this
can.
time. Get stuck
Wait,
here.
no, stop. Okay, go forward so you can swap to the guy in front.
Okay.
Like, just enough. Now step back. As far as you allowed.
Oh,
Can't because that's blue, which is why you need to press the button where you're currently at.
wait. But if I... Okay, that's my last one, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the method. We just need to get the efficiency of the placements down right.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think we're doing this all wrong. You can spawn a guy up there, and then it's not gonna work because then he'll just fall off.
So, I can go here and I can create one here.
Then you can't leave.
Yeah.
Technically, you don't need to be standing all the way at the back. You just need to be at a more optimal place so that you can step forward and spawn.
Like this.
Something like that. That way you have a guy at a good distance without wasting the space.
Oh. No, wait. I just did like halfway.
Yeah, something like that. Step forward a bit. Then you can swap, because he's outside the...
No.
Can you not?
No, I can't. Because pink because it prevents me from swapping.
Red stops
It
you
does
from swapping.
block. Like, and the solution guy was like really simple. Just my brain could not comprehend it.
It's something to do with the placement of the pink. I'm positive. You got all that space to use up, and I'm pretty sure you don't need to be all the way at the back. Probably only need to be halfway or something like that. If this goes on any longer, I will pull up a guide.
Yeah. Like, I did that, but it's I've been doing the entire time and it hasn't worked out now, has it?
Mm. Oh, I love when the fucking text keyboard is stuck
Oh.
on.
No.
That's literally what I always think.
That-
Is like have a guy up there
it's-
early, but then he's gonna fall off.
Yeah, but that's the solution because now I can just do that. Not dimensional at least. But yeah, wait, let's get back to this.
Yes.
Because there isn't really a stop point anyways.
No, it's just like stop when you've had enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's the thumbnail preview. But now with hindsight going on, it's pretty close with the thumbnail. Okay, cool. Right, that'll do for a stream. So check back on Monday for more of the Swapper. So till then, bye all.
Yeah, bye.